Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, welcome today. And is there anyone here who's come here for the first time?
For the first time.
Yeah. Okay. No one else? Yeah. Okay. What is the name?
Radhikesh.
Radhikesh. Hare Krishna, welcome Radhikesh. So, and your name is?
Joshi.
Joshi.
Last name is Joshi.
For the family at one
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Okay. So it's very nice. So thank you for coming today. So we'll have a class, like kind of discussion on the Bhagavad Gita, and so like that, yeah, we'll talk about today. Yeah, I'll read a special text today about the beauties of the human civilization, this human beings. So we'll read today from the chapter 3 and text 5. Okay, I'll read the Sanskrit on my own, and then I'll read the translation of the comments for sure. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 So chapter 3. Does anyone know what name this chapter has? How is it entitled? Chapter 3 is entitled as Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga. There's many types of yoga. Anyway, Krishna says in this particular text 5, he says, Nahi kashchit pranamapi jatu tishthartha karma krit karyate yavasak karma sarva prakriti yarpanaya. Okay, one more time. Nahi kashchit pranamapi jatu tishthartha karma krit karyate yavasak karma sarva prakriti yarpanaya. So, translation, Krishna says that every single one is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired from the most material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment. And the comment, please by grace, so Srila Prabhupada says that in this regard, he says that it's not a question of embodied life, but it's the nature of the soul to be always active. Without the presence of the spirit soul, the material body cannot move. The body is only a dead vehicle to be worked by the spirit soul, which is always active and cannot stop even for a moment. As such, the spirit soul has to be engaged in the good work of Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, it will be engaged in occupations dictated by the illusory energy. In contact with material energy, the spirit soul acquires material modes. And to purify the soul from such affinities, it is necessary to engage in the prescribed duties enjoined in the Shastras. But if the soul is engaged in his natural function of Krishna consciousness, whatever he is able to do is good for him. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.17 affirms this. Jagvasvatamam charanam bhujam hare bhajan apakotha pate tato yadi yatta kva padaman upmanushyakim kovatha atko vajatam sadamata. If someone takes to Krishna consciousness, even though he may not follow prescribed duties in the Shastras or execute the devotional service properly, and even though he may fall down from the standard, there is no loss or evil for him. But if he carries out all his injunctions purification structures, what does it avail him if he is not Krishna conscious? So the purificatory process is necessary for reaching this point of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, sannyasa or any purificatory process is to help reach the ultimate goal of becoming Krishna conscious, without which everything is considered failure. So this is the end of the comment. Om Namo Bhagavate Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Shri Advaita Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Conquer Touchdown So this text is very relevant for all of us because in here it's described that in any case we have some duties to perform, and we can't really avoid doing some, because we're always engaged in some kind of that kind of activity. So, and Krishna in this chapter, Karma Yoga, he says that because don't forget that this is a discussion, this is conversation between Krishna and his dear friend, whose name was Arjuna. And Arjuna, he was bewildered. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know what his occupational duty was, because on the one hand he was a great fighter, and to be a fighter you're supposed to fight. You can't, I mean, he was a great kshatriya. Kshatriya is basically a kind of warrior. So, and his duty was to protect the society. And but on the other hand, he didn't know what to do because he was going to fight against his relatives, his dear friends, his basically his brothers and his fathers, because in the Vedic culture it was considered, even so-called distant relatives, they were also very close, and they were, part of the family, one family, very close relationships between, every member of family. Not like these days. I don't know. Anyway, so Krishna says that, we know that Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita elsewhere that he has divided the human civilization into 4 divisions, and into 4 kind of like groups or classes, and they're 4, and they're known as Shudras. Krishna says Chatupanyam Yasrishtam Gana Kama Chatupanyam Yasrishtam Gana Kama. He says that there's 4 divisions in any human society, and they are as follows: Brahmanas, or the intellectuals, kind of, or the people who know how to educate people, how to teach them the science of self-realization. Then the kshatriyas, or people who can lead other people to kind of successful life, and or administrators and rulers, etc. Then we have vaishyas, or traders, people who trade, go into trading, and they provide society with all things, all necessary things. and then Shudras, laborers, basically laborers. And anyway, so Krishna says that we have this nature, this guna in common. Every person, everyone, me and every single person has his own particular guna in common, or how can you translate this guna? Special qualities and special nature, or special mode of nature. So because every single person has a tendency to be influenced by a certain type of guna. We have sattva guna, vajra guna. Anyway, so we have, and also we're different. We can't say that we're all equal. I mean, in one sense, it's true because we have the same rights, but in another sense, we're not equal because we have different natures, we have different needs, different situations. So, in this sense, Krishna says that in any case, you can't really avoid, acting or performing your duties. And it's very interesting because I think in China, a long time ago, there was a philosopher. His name was Confucius, and he was explaining. He was a great philosopher, and he was explaining that all the problems in any society come from the because of not understanding the nature of the society.